I have absolutely no money in my account, yet I have massive plans to clear the entire flat map. That's precisely my plan for the next dozen or so hours. To begin, I received, of course, a basic mower and a shovel, so I wouldn't have to tear up grass with my bare hands. I know some of you would have absolutely wanted that very thing, but regrettably, it simply isn't feasible to accomplish. I truly hope I can achieve my goal, and within a dozen or so hours, the map will appear exactly as you're seeing it now, with millions of dollars deposited in my account. But there's still a very long journey ahead of me. I really hope nothing ruins my plans, and I'll successfully achieve this goal. My game didn't save. I can't save the game. What's going on? I just completely lost the past 3 hours of my game progress. The initial section of the meadow has been mowed, so I'll now proceed to sell all that I've gathered. 30 euros for just a single shovel of grass. That's a pretty good price. At this rate, I'll very quickly be able to buy, or rather, lease additional equipment, because I'll be utilizing leasing here as well. If you enjoy this episode, I believe that in the future I will create an installment where I abstain from utilizing leasing services and do not possess ownership of the entire map. So that will be the hardcore version. Almost all the grass is collected, so let's head to the shop. It's time for some shopping. 531 euros. That's easily enough for a mower and a tractor, so let's start with the mower. Nothing special to start with, just a small 2-meter mower, but it should be enough. The leasing cost 76 euros. Now I'll lease a tractor. My only requirement is that it has to be red, because red is fast, so I'm picking this one. It also has 115 horsepower and it's inexpensive. And it really is fast, it goes 56 kilometers per hour. I won't drag this out. I'm getting in the tractor, hooking up the mower and starting to mow the first section. For the time being, I will handle it personally. Subsequently, I will employ a worker and will need to augment the fleet with additional tractors. Ultimately, this is how my fleet is going to appear. At least, that's what I envision. While I might have chosen a speedy tractor, the mower itself is limited to just 8 kilometers per hour. Therefore, I had to significantly accelerate this segment so that you wouldn't get tired of watching it unfold. But you have to begin somewhere. For your part, I recommend you start by subscribing to this channel and leaving a comment. Let me know what country you're watching from and your thoughts on the dubs in this video. This is our first truly proper video featuring dubbed audio, so I genuinely hope everything is functioning flawlessly. I don't feel like swinging a shovel anymore, and there's a lot of grass there, so a self-collecting trailer would be useful. But unfortunately, I can't afford one yet, so I have to look for something else. How about a baler? I have a great manual baler right here for small bales and a bale trailer that has auto-load, so collecting them won't be an issue at all. I spent 76 euros, I still have 302 euros left. I'm taking the trailer and parking it next to the field, and now it's time to make some bales. There isn't too much grass, so it should go pretty quickly. I'll make some of these bales, then I'll collect them and sell them. That should yield me approximately 1500 euros, allowing us to start hiring staff and purchasing larger equipment, which will then boost our financial accumulation rate. Because at present we genuinely can't afford staff, but that will soon change. A few bales have been made, so I'll go ahead and collect them. And if you also want to play on this map or any of my other maps, then check out my Patreon, because everything is available there. The same goes for the mods I'm using. The link, of course, is in the description. I just sold my first haul and earned 1,123 euros, so now we can acquire another tractor and another mower. This time I was more clever and adjusted the mower's speed settings. Theoretically, I should now be able to go 14 kilometers per hour while mowing, so it'll be a bit faster. I designated a field for the worker and started him on the mowing task while I'll return to making bales, because unfortunately the worker isn't yet able to handle that for me. I've completed half the work already, now I simply need to finalize and sell it all, and then I can soon employ an additional worker. You might think I can do it now since I have 1,000 euros in my account. But that's not much. It's not much, believe me, it's not much. I don't want to have cash flow problems, although they'll probably show up later, since there will be a lot of machines. Once all the costs start adding up, it's going to be tough. The bales are done, so I'm collecting and selling them, because I already have my next purchase in mind. I'm not going to use this manual baler anymore. I'm buying a self-collecting trailer, the one I wanted at the beginning. 1,000 euros just hit my account. I just spent 400 of it to lease the trailer. Now I can collect 8,000 liters of grass at a time and sell it really fast because I don't have to make bales. I wonder how much I'll make for this full load of 8,000 liters of grass. Ooh, that's quite a bit. 1,229 euros for just one single load. Oh, I'm going to have to hire more workers soon because as you can see, this one can't keep up with the mowing. I will definitely need some larger mowers in the future, but since I've just earned a few thousand euros, I can now afford to purchase a bigger one. I think something like this will be good. Another tractor, also 300 horsepower, and I've hired another worker to start mowing. Meanwhile, I will concentrate on earning money. I will gather this grass and sell it, enabling me to employ additional workers. And just as I declared, so it came to pass. An additional 1,200, and then another 1,200. We're already at 5,000 euros. That's some pretty nice cash, but I'm not stopping yet. I'll sell maybe 2 more transports, and only then will I do some shopping. I even know what I'm going to buy. It's shopping time. Mower category. I'll take something like this for the back. It's 1800 for the lease, and I also need a front-mounted mower, which costs 600 euros to rent, as you can see. And now for the most important part, the tractor that can handle it all. Of course, the version with the most powerful engine, and I'm paying 1800 for it. In total, I spent over 4000 euros on this setup, which makes it my biggest investment so far. The worker is already hired, and I've set up his field. The work is finally gaining momentum. We're finally going to start making a dent in this map, because until now, those tiny little patches we managed to mow with those little mowers. What else can you call them? Small mowers, tiny little mowers. They don't even compare to my current equipment. Or rather, my worker is. Let's just say that was a mini inspection. I just wanted to observe his progress for a bit, and now I'm heading back to my tractor to begin gathering. I will continue gathering resources to acquire more equipment. Soon, I'll definitely need a tedder and a baler, but this time, a truly top-notch one. An hour has just passed since I started playing. An hour for me, but for you, 6 minutes and 10 seconds. I've sold several loads of grass, allowing me to acquire another complete setup to accelerate this mowing process even further. Another worker hired. Now the money is draining from my account even faster. I am concerned that I will soon be out of funds, so I'll need to sell a few things off. I'll let the worker continue on, while I hop into my beloved tractor with the self-loading trailer to do some selling. But you know what I'm thinking? There's no time to wait. I'm going shopping. I'm buying a baler, a tractor, and a tedder. Whoops, I got a bit carried away with shopping. I have 168 euros left. That's not much. I'll have to make some money fast, or the workers will stop working. As you may notice, I'm utilizing a mod here that enables the worker to trail behind me. It makes things a lot easier. I make the rows, the worker makes the bales. Oh, as you can see here, one worker has finished his job. He mowed the whole field I assigned him. I'll soon need to assign him to a new section, and just as I predicted, it has indeed come to pass. So, I've run out of funds. I really need to go quickly sell a bale of hay. I'll simply grab it, sell it off, and then I must reconfigure all the employees to continue working, as every worker ceases tasks immediately when funds are depleted. That's strange. They don't want to work for free? It's simply a joy. To cut costs a bit, I'm going to return the equipment that I needed at the beginning, because I won't be using it anymore anyway. None of those little mowers or the self-collecting trailer will be needed anymore. My financial situation is still bad, so I need to sell a whole transport of bales. How much have I managed to produce? 9,000 euros for such a small trailer of bales. I'm really happy about that because I'm going to need the money badly. More and more, in fact. Things are going to get a little tricky now, managing everything, ensuring each worker does what they're meant to, gathering bales. Later, the workers themselves will handle the bale collection. That's my plan. It doesn't make sense for workers to do it now. There's simply not enough of it. I also lacked sufficient equipment, so I purchased another baler, an additional tedder, and I still have to acquire a tractor. For a change, I'll take this blue one. I mean, why not? It will handle it effortlessly. Honestly, its sole purpose will be to rake the grass, and that particular equipment isn't very demanding at all. At least the tractor I'm using at the moment, because later on I'll be acquiring significantly more advanced equipment. That time will certainly arrive. It's simply not the right moment yet. For now, my primary focus must be on earning as much money as I possibly can, enabling me to upgrade the very equipment we've been discussing once more. This worker has completed his task, so I need to allocate him a fresh field, a new section to cut. I also have some intriguing news to share with you all. SteelSeries sent me a package containing keyboards, mice, and various other items. Stop, 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 what's going on here? Why isn't this worker driving? I can't even talk about the giveaway in peace. I'll keep you updated on the exact details. Info will be on my Patreon. The link's in the description. Also check out SteelSeries via the link in the description to see what they offer. Please let me know what you would want to receive as a gift. Perhaps by some chance we might be able to arrange something for you. One thing's for sure, I just got myself a brand new tractor and a self-loading trailer, a different kind this time for a refreshing change of pace. I'm heading out to quickly fill it up and then sell it off, as I'm quite eager to see just how much cash a full shipment of 14 bales will fetch. 14 truly massive bales, mind you, because they are indeed rather hefty. This is a truly significant moment, as it signifies another financial leap, a substantial increase in earnings per shipment, given that I've never sold such massive loads previously. That small trailer couldn't fit this many bales, and exactly as I mentioned, 14,000 for a single trailer. I'm off to load up another one now. Also, I'll need to really put some thought into how to acquire even more bales, because honestly, the harvesting here is progressing at a surprisingly fast pace. I will definitely require a considerably larger tedder. Soon, I'll need to browse the store, searching for an absolutely massive one. Oh, this worker finished over here, so I'll send him to the next field. No breaks. We're diligently working 24 hours a day here, ensuring the money in the account is accurate, so I can pay all my employees. Therefore, I too will get to work now. there's still this mown section remaining here that I haven't allocated any worker to. I was going to do it myself, so I'll finish it now. I'll save a few euros on a worker. I'll handle this myself, just a bit more, just a little bit more, and then I can finally acquire the largest PTO mower, connect a baler to it, and cut down the entire map. Naturally, it won't be that straightforward. I'll need to constantly turn over money, manage the workers without cease, and hope that Farming Simulator allows us to complete this challenge. Selling another load, 14,000 into the account. 31,000 in my account. We can afford the mower. So, I'm going to buy it. 24,000 euros, and of course, a baler to go with it. 612 euros for the rental, and I'll personally connect all the equipment myself. Okay, I'll head over to the field that I'm going to allocate to the worker. He will start mowing, and I will be concentrating on gathering the bales and then selling them off to earn the maximum amount of money possible. Well, obviously I won't want just one mower like this. In fact, I'm definitely going to need many more than that. Once again, I've gotten myself into a situation where I ran out of money. I'm currently in the red. My workers stopped doing their jobs, so I now need to gather the bales and hire everyone back from scratch. I need to sell this in order to earn money, enabling me to rehire them. So I'll quickly get this done, and let's just jump to that specific moment. The transport has arrived at the collection point. Let's sell it now. I'm already 14,000 in profit, so I can definitely rehire employees without any issues, and I'll take care of that very quickly. I'll let the first worker head off now. This one can go too. I still have to set up this other one to carefully follow behind my tether. Okay, let him follow along nicely here, and done. Everything's been handled. Now I'm able to focus on my objective, which is mowing the entire map. We definitely need a significantly larger number of mowers. Another employee has just completed their work, so I will now transport him to the store to sell, or rather, return all the equipment that I will no longer have any use for. We're going to need much larger machines now, so it's definitely time to exchange the tether for a bigger one. Just slightly larger? What I really mean is a significantly larger one. I think it's going to be this class. It'll be perfect for this. I'll just increase the speed too. Alright, let's get this show on the road. I'll get everything hitched up, head over to the field, and meticulously arrange all the equipment. That way, I can immediately send a worker in with the baler. There's no way I'm tackling this manually, you know. There's just no way to manage everything across the entire map. It's impossible. So I'll dispatch this worker, and directly behind him, in follow mode, there's another worker coming along with a baler. I truly hope they don't get stuck anywhere. I'm just going to collect all the bales that have already been created here. And there's going to be so much collecting to do later on. I don't know, honestly. I just don't know how I'm going to manage it. We're going to need a very large number of workers to gather all these bales, and unfortunately, Farming Simulator has a tendency to lag significantly when such vast numbers of workers are traversing the map. We'll see how it all turns out. I sincerely hope that things won't be too bad. We'll see. Alright, I'll just quickly check in on how the workers are performing. This one's doing great. This one too. The rows are being made, the bales are being made. There are so many bales here. It's really starting to pile up. Oh, this worker has just finished, so I'll utilize him to mow down an additional segment right here. Because this mower is quite wide, and I also already possess a tether of considerable size, collecting all of this should indeed proceed quite rapidly. Another injection of cash should hit the account any second. 14,000 you say? Or perhaps even more than that right here, 14,174 euros. Very soon, I'll be able to purchase an additional mower and deploy another employee equipped with a large mower and a baler. This worker here is performing exceptionally well. Yes, I'm checking on him quite frequently. However, it's really important that I pick up the pace and go faster, otherwise this video will absolutely never come to an end. If I keep mowing this slowly, and I have no intention of giving up, this challenge has to be completed 100%. Here comes another load. 14,000 has just been deposited into the account. This allows me to purchase another baler and a large mower, specifically a big mower with a PTO, so I'll have 2 of those now. This worker will certainly not have an easy time of it. I am assigning him an absolutely enormous field here, but it's essential that I do so now. I really need to mow in such massive sections because you see, if I truly intend to finish this mowing at any kind of reasonable speed, then regrettably I am still going to require a great many more employees. I'll go ahead and collect the grass from this section right now, and naturally I'm employing a worker to help me out. That's precisely the reason why I acquired another tedder and yet another tractor, and I absolutely must reposition these bales, otherwise he won't manage to turn. So I'll tackle that immediately, or everything will become completely jammed, and that will be the total end of this entire collection process. Alright, a swift change of plans has come about. It turns out I'd already employed someone for this particular field. There's no point in having 2 workers on a single field. especially since I have this other area right here that absolutely needs to be baled. The tether has already started, so I'm now taking the trailer, filled to the brim with bales that my worker gathered. I'm off to sell them all. With 14,000 in the account, I can now head off for more bales. I will hire a worker to handle the collecting, while I take that time to inspect how things are progressing in the other fields. Everyone's working nicely. Oh, not everyone. This particular blue worker has decided to stop operating at this point. Why did he actually decide to just stop? I believe there might be some kind of issue with the tractor's power because this baler certainly demands quite a bit from it. Oh yes, it's completely stuck. I could attempt to duplicate the path from that other worker and have it restart from the beginning, so it follows the tether's exact route. However, I strongly suspect it lacks the necessary power, it's just not strong enough. New equipment will definitely be required. I'll just head over to the starting line and we'll check if my hunch is right. Will this worker finally get going? Regrettably, 1 km/h is simply not a sufficient speed for this task. I've already said goodbye to that blue tractor. Now, I have to pick out something new. It won't be original, I'm sticking with what I know, with what works. So, let's head over there without any further delay. There's truly no time to waste, and you'll soon be able to admire the sight of hundreds, and actually quite soon thousands, of bales scattered all around, simply waiting to be picked up. Currently, there are hundreds, but soon there will be thousands. The tractor is already on site, so I'm simply transferring the route from the previous worker who struggled. This one will manage exceptionally well, as you can observe, maintaining a speed of 24 km/h. Okay, perhaps I gave this baler a slight boost so it would operate a bit quicker, but you know, it's just, we can call it a delicate adjustment. I've gone and leased 3 trailers. I plan to link them up, one to another, as they all have hitches, and then I'll attempt to gather everything using all 3 trailers simultaneously. I'm unsure if this plan is practical. My aim is to employ a worker to collect using 3 trailers simultaneously, but I anticipate difficulties due to the substantial weight involved. And it's hard to turn with this. Besides, I don't know if workers can handle multiple trailers. Oh, unfortunately some strange loading mode just kicked in, so these trailers don't actually carry a significant amount. This isn't good. Not good at all. I really dislike these trailers. I'm going to have to sell them off rather quickly. I have another, even better idea that will surely be perfect. It's a different trailer, but the workers will manage it exceptionally well. My train with 3 trailers can just wait a bit, and while it does, I'll quickly unload the worker's trailer so he can proceed with his collecting efforts without delay. There won't be any additional delays. He's already been waiting a short while for me to unload his trailer. Now, let's get back to my 3 trailer train setup. Okay, the first trailer is loaded. Let's move on to the second one, but it's already getting harder to pull. Things are definitely getting tough now. The tractor is really struggling. I suppose a larger one could probably manage it, but as I've mentioned, there's no real point in doing this. Purchasing an even larger tractor just for this purpose. I won't hire an employee for this task either, as they'll surely get entangled with these trailers. Actually, let's do an experiment. I've sent the worker. We'll see. We'll see how badly he gets tangled up in this trailer. Meanwhile, I will fill this transport completely, reaching 100% capacity, and then sell all of it to acquire an additional mower for my operations. In fact, I'll purchase that mower first, then we can proceed to the store. I'll purchase this. Oh, only 200 euros remain. You've got to be kidding me. Okay, now I have to sell fast. Look how quickly that money disappears. Okay, I did it. I didn't have to re-employ all the workers. That surely would have been an absolute nightmare. One of our large mowers has just completed its task. By the way, it also collected these bales, pushing them all together into one spot. I'll just generate another course for the worker so he's not standing around idle. He has to keep working. There's no resting here. These mowers have to be moving constantly. From the moment I started recording this episode, almost 4 hours have passed. 4 hours of my gameplay time. For you all, however, it's been merely 19 minutes. I'm extremely curious to know who else is still tuning in right now. If you're still watching, please drop a comment. Indicate in the comments that you're currently watching at the 19-minute point, and I'll be sure to leave a heart on your remark. As you might have noticed, I marked out another field. I hired a worker because one of the mowers ran out of things to do, and I'm not exactly sure how it ended up at the shop. It's as if the equipment somehow got reset because something unexpected happened to it. For instance, it went off the map. I'm unsure what the worker did before this, and I'm not sure if I want to know. But I am absolutely certain that this particular worker, the one currently visible on your screen, got quite entangled. Therefore, exactly what I had anticipated would occur regarding my tendency to collect bales has now come to pass. The worker simply went around in circles and then became completely stuck. So I'll gather up whatever I can here. I'll attempt to skillfully navigate this weighty transport of mine, or rather this lengthy transport, because regarding its heaviness, well, it might just be quite heavy after all. Alright, there's still a bit more space that can fit in here. I might as well fill it completely so I can sell everything and avoid driving around with it only partially loaded. Given that it's been parked here for such an extended period, I might as well ensure I sell a fully loaded shipment. For this load, I received about 18,000 euros. Not too bad, but not exactly exceptional. For 3 trailers, it's quite weak. Another area to be mowed. I'll delineate the terrain, dispatch the worker, and let things unfold. If you haven't subscribed to this channel already, I strongly encourage you to go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to leave a comment below. For instance, some constructive criticism. What would you all have done differently in this situation? What are your thoughts on this video? How does it appear to you? And if you're viewing in a language other than Polish, feel free to inform me about the quality of the dubbing. Is it listenable? Is it actually any good? Is it enjoyable to watch? If you've made it this far, I guess it can't be that bad. At least I hope so. I will now proceed to designate a specific area that the worker will be tasked with mowing. Well, it's certainly not that large mower equipped with a baler, but anyway. Well, since I have it, I must make good use of it. I also possess tedders, so they'll simply have another task to occupy their time with once more. I plan to sell some of the grass, which will then enable me to purchase another mower. One transport of 14,000, and here's my super special grass train too. The worker somehow even managed to load it. It's strange he didn't get tangled up. Alright, so we'll grab another mower with a PTO. I've already got a baler, so there's no need to get a second one. I'll grab it, delineate the area, and have the worker begin mowing an additional segment, and it's quite a substantial one, as I'm assigning him a truly considerable tract of land here. We'll observe the time it takes him to complete it. Yet again, I encountered 2 genius workers who became so intertwined that I found it impossible to untangle them. I couldn't get these tractors untangled, that's how messed up everything got here. And to top it all off, my bank balance dipped into the red once more, which meant I had to make a swift trip to the marketplace to generate some funds. This was essential, allowing me to re-employ those workers and get things back on track. The good news is that we've already mowed and baled an increasing portion of the map. Yes, mowed and then baled. I earned some money and figured it was high time to upgrade the trailer. From this point forward, I'll exclusively be utilizing these types of trailers and employing workers to gather the bales, simply to accelerate the process. That's the plan. That red trailer is completely useless. I can tell you that much. I still have a load to sell here, but yeah, I won't be using them anymore because there's just no point. Actually, it's best if I return them right away and replace them with those trailers I just mentioned. They're so much better. Unfortunately, something quite bad has occurred. Something really went wrong. What you're seeing right now, this clip of a few dozen seconds, that's 3 hours of my gameplay. 3 whole hours of gameplay that, regrettably, didn't save. Many bales sold, a significant amount of grass mowed, and nearly €1 million earned. Everything was lost. I forfeited 3 hours of game time. It didn't save, however, I refused to give up. This challenge is definitely going to be completed, because I have firmly decided it will be so. Let's keep going. There's no time to wait. We've got to mow the grass. We've got to mow the grass and collect it. We absolutely must earn even more than the million I lost and then fully mow down this entire map. It took a very long time, but fortunately for you, dear viewers, you can watch it at an accelerated pace, enjoy some background music, and then observe the entire map completely mowed and finished. But don't go away just yet. Even when I finish all the mowing, everything still needs to be sold after all. Feel free to bet in the comments section on how much I'll manage to earn by selling thousands of bales actually. How much can I expect to earn? What balance will remain in my account once I've sold all the grass from the entire map? Naturally, there were expenses incurred. I invested in various mowers and other essential equipment, including leases and non-lease acquisitions. Yet the real question is, how much will ultimately remain in the bank account? Just observe this expansive map. Can you even fathom the sheer number of bales collected? I checked. There were 3,144 throughout this whole episode. Or actually even more, accounting for the segment that didn't get saved. To collect everything efficiently, I divided the map into 3 parts. I had removed all the fields that were previously established, and then I created brand new ones. They were absolutely massive. Despite the fact that I employed numerous workers and strategically placed various collection points all across the map, and I truly endeavored to complete it as swiftly as I could, it still occupied over 2 hours of my time, but for your convenience, I'll condense it into a mere few dozen seconds. Just watch how the balance grows and take a look at the overall picture of how everything unfolded. I realize this is incredibly fast forwarded, but honestly you wouldn't truly want to experience this at its regular pace. Just observe, more than 2 million. Almost 3 million euros. That's how much I managed to earn. Thanks for watching until the end. I truly hope you all found it enjoyable. I personally dedicated around 50 hours to this very episode, meticulously recording, editing, and providing the commentary. This is my first episode of this type, so it's not perfect, but they will get better. It is 7:30 in the morning. I've been diligently editing this video all through the night. Now, at last, I can finally go to sleep.